The Flintstones' Holly Rockabye Baby is an absolute joy. This was released in 1993. It's an animated feature film directed by William Hanna, written by Rich Fogel and Mark Seidenberg, with a voice cast including Henry Corden, Charlie Adler, Gene Vander Pyl, Michael Bell, Kath Soucie, Brad Garrett, Frank Welker, Mark Hamill. I could go on. A solid voice cast. And I would have watched this anyway, but I'm currently watching every Brad Garrett film, so that's why I decided to prioritize this, and it is such a joy. Pebbles and Bamm-Bamm are now grown up. They're having a baby, so their families travel to them to help out. There's lots of shopping, there's some interfering, a lot of the characters are worrying, Bamm-Bamm is having some career stress, and of course we have displays of love and good intentions as well. There's a lot going on. It feels very realistic. It does feel like two families coming together because the two grown-up children are going to have a child. Very, very believable, very convincing. Great pacing, lovely narrative, very well executed, believable story. Great characters, and we have some really believable emotions, interactions. The characters very much feel like the characters of the Flintstones, which sounds like an obvious thing to say, but it's always just worth confirming that if you're a fan of the Flintstones, I think you'll find that this one works really, really well. I wasn't initially sure how much I'd enjoy it, because I think Pebbles and Bamm-Bamm are just more fun when they're cute and young and adorable, but the characters as grown-up versions of themselves are believable as well, and I like them, so no real issues there. I still think they're maybe a little bit more interesting when they're babies, when they're younger, but the grown-up versions are decent as well. Stunning animation, gorgeous colours, fabulous attention to detail, great soundtrack with a version of Hooray for Hollywood, which I love. I love the song so much. Doris Day's version is one of my favourite songs, and to hear that a few times throughout the film, not Doris Day's version of course, but to hear that song I rather enjoyed. I loved all of it. I thought Holly Rockabye Baby was a solid Flintstones film. Great story, very well executed, fabulous animation, great voice acting, great music, no complaints from me at all. Maybe it's one of my favourite Flintstones films. Possibly. I had a lot of fun with this, and if you're a fan of the Flintstones, I'd certainly say it's worth watching.